can track your web searches, track your contacts, track what you buy. I feel like I've got Big Brother walking out and watching over my shoulder, and I don't know that I like that idea.
It's kind of spooky where the information is and who's got it and who controls it and how the marketing people use it.
So I guess my concern is that we lose touch in one way.
And that's my privacy just being given up. And I'm not real happy about that, you know? I mean, that's not what I signed up for.
Well, I think Facebook and networking and, you know, all of that has a real place in this world. I think that's, it helps people keep in contact. I've had other people say, you know, they've been able to reconnect with old friends, and more and more I realize how people keep up, and it's sort of an ongoing basis with friends, and I think that's really, really good.
Well, that's it. Well, social networking back then was a lot different than what it is today. I can honestly tell you that social networking for me was going down to my friend's house, Tom Ikers, and knocking on his door and asking him, hey, you want to go play today? We wrote letters, and it was more like, hey, did you hear what happened to Jimmy? No, what happened to Jimmy? And you go talk to Jimmy, or you'd hear the gossip on the street from other guys walking around. So
there's something about being together with a friend you can have at a different level than just simply something like social networking.
A lot of people don't understand that, who are new users, that there are people out there to do you harm. And identity theft is probably what the number one big thing I think is going on around there. Credit card identity theft, bank information identity theft. You get that information, you can buy a car, you can buy a house, you can buy a boat, you can go on trips, you can charge up and just ruin somebody else's credit.
And everything seems so public. You read all the time about how somebody's private personal life is just spread all over everywhere, and I get concerned about, you know, sometimes you do things when you're young that when you get older you would just as soon not have be public notice.
That happened. I've seen it myself. A friend of mine actually had his stuff, identity theft was taken from him, and the information all came off the web. A place called Facebook, as an example, is where it was taken from, and it was really sad. It was really sad. His credit was completely destroyed. He couldn't even get a loan. He wanted to buy a house, and it just haunted him for years until he ended up getting it cleaned up. And to this day, they still haven't caught the guy. And he's a professional. He's obviously sold somebody else's identity and going by somebody else's name by now. So
I wonder if that's going. It seems like so much comes back to haunt people, and it's made me actually very very hesitant to become part of something like Facebook.
I signed up for the social part, but not this other part of everybody understanding where I live, where I work, what kind of car I own. I don't want them to know all that stuff for everybody. That's the problem I have. My rule of thumb is, if you're not willing to give out your social security number and your banking information to a stranger walking down the street, then you probably shouldn't be putting it up on the web.
Invited to join Facebook by people who I don't even know, and I'm thinking, why am I being invited to be by somebody I don't even know? I mean, it seems rather strange to me.
Basically, you can do a lot of harm with doing identity theft and getting out there, and people just don't understand how bad that really can be. New users, be aware.